Well, this is excavation day. We are started. Actually, we've already started. On the bump out here. We're already down to excavation line. We're starting to dig back this front back corner. So we are, as we would say, away to the races. Already took the first load out of here. It's a little wet today. It's making it a little sticky to him get around. But we're getting there. Okay, we're about an hour later. Kind of hit up against some pretty hard ground. I'll take you down in here. I don't fall. So we've got the egress leveled out about halfway across the back here and hit into some pretty hard ledge or shale. I mean, it's diggable apparently, but it's not as easy as the other stuff, that's for sure. But we got about an 8 foot, 7.5, 8 foot wall. Most of that, like I said, is sitting on ledge. Had to be careful of cave-ins. I'm not going to get too close to that. But we've taken out about three dump truck loads already. Not really big ones, but it's pretty soft in here after all this rain. Of course, took out a bunch of the stumps here, and that softened up the ground. Okay, we're starting to make some headway. This is where it's going to be my egress from the basement. So that's all done. And we're going to start working down this line. Clean out around where that well is. Come around here and show you what we did. Took quite a while to dig this trench through here because we get into shale. But we're back clear over to the corner. I had to repile one of my wood piles up there because the counterweight of the excavator was hitting it. But we're pretty much on grade except for this cave-in right there that came in off that pile right there. I have to be careful until they get this cleaned out. I don't want anything to cave on me. But we're at grade down there in that corner. And we're at grade here. So this will be eventually about a 6 or 8 foot opening. We've got it overdug for the forms and whatnot. But we're getting there. It is almost 1:30. So we've been at it for probably 3 hours, 3.5 hours. But once we get the grade going, he can dig fairly quickly. So I'll bring you back for this a little bit more. Okay, we're well inside the basement now. Leveling as we go. We've got the well casing down below floor level. Working away at cleaning this section out. We'll eventually turn and start cutting that way. But we're going to clean out this 16 foot wide section, clear back to the octagon bump out. I'll be back. Well, they're leveling out material, filling in the valley. make it it'll be a nice front lawn. Get this all leveled out. Probably put 10 plus loads in here already out of the basement. Just about got that. Just about got it there. Boys, I'm telling you, it's amazing what you can do when you got equipment. When you got equipment to work with. Certainly makes it better than a wheelbarrow. So we'll probably level up almost to that wood pile and kind of shape it here. Because I would say by the time we're done, we should have about enough material to have a lawn here. Oh goodness, half acre. A third of an acre to a half. Buried most of the stumps in there. There may be a couple that still need to come out up closer to the wood piles. But by the time, I mean, he's probably got close to 6 feet right in there already of fill. So it's starting to come together. Just one guy here working with me. Amazing thing. I mean, it'll eventually taper down here to the driveway a bit. Still haven't decided. I may build the driveway up another 1.5 feet or so. Take a little bit of the belly out of it. Well, he's just about ready to start digging again. Okay, we're going to call it a day. First day. We've got pretty much everything dug on the octagon portion. We end up squaring it off here in the corner rather than trying to put the octagon dig. It was just too hard to dig that out. So we've got everything on elevation here. That's all those spots on the ground. We've got everything on elevation. So now we've just got to, take this material out, and then the 24 by 28 section out here is all we got left to dig in that area. So we've got, I would say, over half it, pretty much to the halfway point. I'll come back here and give you a view of it. A lot of fill in there. Anyway, we'll pick this up tomorrow. Well, it's day 2. We are now digging the back wall here. Gone in there about 15 feet or so. I'm going to try to get across this back section, and then we'll take out the middle block. We're trying to do it the best way we know how to get the trucks in here. I'm telling you, you don't realize how much room it takes to swing one of those track hoes in a truck. So here I was stacking lumber up there and thinking I was far enough away. I tell you, when that counterweight swings around, you got to have room. So just a note to self, knows doing it, give your excavators lots of room to do this. So I'll come back when we get more done. Okay, we've got that back wall pretty well dug over to the corner. Everything's on grade. Once we get all the edges done, the middle stuff comes out fairly easily. Excavator's now over back on this front corner. This is where the octagon bump out, we decided to square it off. It's a lot easier to work with. Just take an extra quarter of a load of dirt to put in there to fill. Crush rock when the time comes, but it's coming. A whole lot of rinse and repeat. Also harder digging. We'll be back. Okay, we're going to take lunch. It's around 1 o'clock or so. We've got this corner pretty much dug out now. Keeping it on grade. That corner's just got to come down a little bit there. But we're cleaning up around here. So we got the hard part done. Now it's just the main body of the 24 by 28 section out there. Looks like a big overdig, but I've got 3 feet each side, roughly 16-foot bump out, so we went out to about 22 feet. So yeah, it's coming along. Come back here, look at it. We're out from that wall about 7-8 feet right there now, so almost, well, over a third. So we'll be back. Okay, we're working away on this corner now. We've got this back corner here pretty much cleaned. Now we're just trying to take this out so we can set and do the wall next to the garage, the farthest wall. There's only 2 walls left, the garage wall and then the short wall coming out this way. That's the 24-foot wall in the living room. So we just got a bunch of stuff to move. Took about an hour and leveled out all the loads we took out this morning. I'll show you in a bit. We've got a really nice lawn shaping up out front. But you can see here, we just got a big pile of dirt to move now that we've got this wall shaped, front wall shaped, and this wall shaped. Just got to start moving some material. I'll be back. Okay, it's coming up on 5 o'clock. We're getting that section out there cleared up. We've got this corner just about cleared up now. This is the octagon area coming out here. Got 6 or 8 feet in there you got to clean up. But this is pretty hard ledge right in here. So we are attempting to clean this up the best we can. Get a little bit of water. I don't know how severe this is going to be. This is the first place that we're actually seeing anything bubbling up. We had a little bit when we first cut in over there. That dried up. So I'm not sure whether this was just surface water or what. We'll find out. Okay, we're going to call it a day. It's getting pretty dusky here, even though it doesn't look that way on the screen. We've got easily 3/4 of it dug now. It's just right here. This is extremely hard stuff. Having to dig very slowly to get that because it's mostly ledge. But we can see, hopefully see the end of it. We've only got maybe 8 feet or so to go over there and take that block out, but that's pretty easy digging. That's mostly fill. So this is the hard one right here. So we're going to pick this up on another day. This is what we've got done with the fill. We are almost level straight out, and then we've got, I just told them to stockpile fill here so we could fill in this cavity. It's hard to tell on the screen, but this is where the culvert is, and I want to put in a box, build it up, put a cover on the top so let the water go into it. So we'll just kind of shape it around here when we're done. But we may also build this driveway up some. But there is a good probably 6 or 8 load right there still, and we still got half a dozen loads to put out in there. So we're gonna have lots of fill to work with, which is great, because we're gonna need it around the house, not up against the concrete, but for landscaping. And then on this downside, it'll be nice to put some down in here, widen out the driveway. Once we get rid of some of this material, that's the main thing. There's just so much wood everywhere. I'll show you what the basement looks like from up top. You can kind of get a perspective on the size of the hole. So, coming up on it here. It's a big hole in the ground right there. There you go. There's the hole in the ground. It's deceiving, but it's a big home. Of course, it's a lot of overdig, but anyway, I will, if I don't post this video now, I will when it's done. But as always, I appreciate you joining me if I post it, then, because there may be a couple days before we get back at this, because my excavator guy's got another job he has to go to tomorrow, and so I think it's supposed to rain. So anyway, always appreciate you joining me. If you would, please like and subscribe. Until next time, you have a great day.